It is June 15th, I believe. Tomorrow's Father's Day. So I'm having Thanks for joining Bible Revelations. I'm redoing the audio for June 15th's show. Today is June 16th. I had a big steak and lobster and a hamburger with my son. My daughter paid for it. Anyway, here's the show. My kids are throwing me a barbecue. I'm redoing the audio. It's great. Let's finish with I'm still working on the other avatar computer program method of doing this, so I can do longer videos and do them from anywhere, not just my living room. This is inconvenient when people come over. Have this set up here, so it's a lot to learn. The video edit, right? I've learned how to make the videos pretty good, and now I'm working on the editing, and also I couldn't upload the video I made, so I don't know when I'll be ready to do that, but I'll post a sample probably in the middle of the week when I learn how to finally do it. Anyway, let's finish with the notes for Daniel 7. The prophecy of him seeing the tumult that's going on in the world, the beast that are rising up, which are Babylon, Persia, and the Medes combining to take over the world after Babylon, and then ancient Greece under Alexander the Great, which disperses and becomes 4 kingdoms after Alexander the Great died of presumably Guillain-Barré disease in when he was like 29 years old, I believe it was. He slowly died over, I think it was like a 2-3 week period. Guillain-Barré disease paralyzes you little by little, but it's a degenerative nerve disease. I know someone that had it, and we didn't know what was going on. And either did the doctor. And so luckily my friend was there, who was very assertive, and he says, "This is not the flu. Take her to the hospital." And they took, they called a helicopter, took my, he's a very imposing, threatening type of guy, and they flew my mom to a hospital and diagnosed her with Guillain-Barré disease and filtered all of her blood and saved her life, because it was shutting down all of her muscles, which would eventually lead to her heart and lungs stopping. Anyway, that's what Alexander the Great died of. He had all the symptoms, and they didn't know what it was back then. I don't know what they assumed it was. Probably some kind of divine punishment. Anyway, let's get on with the notes from Daniel 7. Oh, so after that, you got the Daniel sees the 4 beasts. Babylon, which represent the kingdom of Babylon, Medo-Persia, Greece under Alexander the Great, which splits into 4 beasts, which is his top 4 generals, Ptolemy and Lysentis, and I forgot all their names. And the 4th beast, which is going to take over the world, is going to be in the future here. That's after the rapture. At some point, all the Christians, God will pull us out of the world, and the Holy Spirit leaves the world. The Holy Spirit is restraining Satan right now and his wrath. That's why we have lots, babies dying and car accidents and terrible things, rapes and murders and drug dealers and human trafficking, wars. Satan is active, but he's being held back. Once God takes all the Christians out of the world in the rapture, Satan will be released. And that's when the Antichrist takes over and things get very bad. That will be the fourth beast, which takes over the whole world under the Antichrist with the power of Satan. And the false prophet. They represent the opposite Trinity: Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Satan, Antichrist, false prophet. It's a mirror image of the Holy Trinity. They're going to take over the world, and they have 7 years before we come back and defeat him. Mostly it's Jesus and some angels, but we'll be there, and we'll defeat the Antichrist and Satan at the Battle of Armageddon and lock them up for 1,000 years while the earth is transformed into a paradise for the Christians, the new-found Christians. A lot of people will be proselytized and saved during the tribulation by the two witnesses in Jerusalem, which are
Moses and Elijah.
I think it's Moses and
Elijah, because they are very influential with the Jewish population. They will recruit them to Christianity. Moses and Elijah.
I can't think of his name right now. But these two witnesses, Moses and the other prophet, will come back to life, and they are very significant in Jewish religion. So they will be converting the 144,000, mostly Jews, 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes, and they will be attacked by the Antichrist. And anybody who attacks them they will burn them to a crisp. But finally they will kill them, and they'll lay in the street, and the whole world, all the atheist, Satan worshippers, people worshiping the Antichrist, will celebrate and have parties, and they're going to be exchanging gifts, thankful that the two witnesses are dead. So they let them just lay there in the street for 3 days, and then they rise back up. Terrifies everybody, and God pulls them up into a cloud, and the cloud goes away. After the abomination of desolation, there have been 2 Greek temples where they sacrificed I think it's like a white bull, and they're planning the building of the third one now. So when the third one is desecrated by the Antichrist, he will stop the sacrifices and go there and declare himself God, that everybody should worship him. That's the abomination of desolation, where he desecrates the Jewish temple, which is not finished yet. But once that happens, the next 3.5 years are tribulation for the remaining people on earth, and any people that are converted to Christianity in that 7-year period, and probably especially in the last 3.5 year period, they will have special positions in the millennial reign for the probably forever. They will be high priest to us normal Christians because they were martyred. They stood for Jesus and were killed for that purpose. Well, I didn't even get to read, so next week I will get more into this. God bless you. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Saturday.